Keith, they say too much of a good thing.
Well,
Rain isn't a good thing.
Oh, I was going to say, well,
there's
Luke
a
Bryan.
song.
Yeah, right.
People love that song. It's okay. They make fun of weathermen in it, though, so I don't like that. Do you remember? When it clouds up in the city, the weatherman complains.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, this song's dead to me.
But rain makes corn and corn makes whiskey.
Yeah, that part's okay. I like that part. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, I don't think you're copyright problem after that. We've got some pretty heavy stuff out there this late afternoon, and it's been coming down all day over southern Maine. Took longer central and northern Maine to get in, but really complete looking radar picture with the whole state filled in. So what we're going to be watching over the next few hours are these yellow and orange bands that are drifting in here from the ocean, and whether or not they set up in one particular spot. We call that training. And if that happens, we do have a flash flood risk. I think the best chance is over western Maine and through New Hampshire and southwestern parts of the state. So we've got flood watches almost statewide. Again, I think best chance of actual concerns is going to be in here. Lesser chances as you head farther east. The model's pretty bullish on total amounts of rain. I'll show you that in a second, but I think the idea is right that we've got the heavier stuff coming through here. This is into York County, into Oxford County, into Cumberland County. 9 o'clock tonight, it's still coming down 10, 11 o'clock tonight, including Portland. And then it moves into the central part of the state around 1 in the morning and eventually out of into northern Maine. Now you notice it kind of breaks up a bit as it moves into down east. That's good because as you saw some of those rainfall totals over 5 inches from Lee, so they definitely don't want more rain there. I don't think they'll see as much. We start to clear out tomorrow morning, especially along the coast, into some sunshine. It's quite breezy. We're in the 70s. The mountains are cloudy and there's still an isolated shower or two hanging around. Once we clear out tomorrow afternoon, we're in good shape for a couple of days. So again, remember what I just said. The models have this weird bias. I've seen it with snow too. So when a coastal low's out here, they'll set up this upslope spot up against the terrain and it'll go bananas with the amount of moisture. Like I've seen during the winter, it'll be like 38 inches and you know not to buy that. So I'm saying that because these numbers are probably high. This is 2.5 inches plus what we already had. I don't think that's likely. But the bullseye, I think, is placed correctly into York County and northwest parts of Cumberland and southern Oxford County. So once all this is done, we start clearing out tomorrow afternoon. It's windy. High pressure builds in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all look good. Saturday afternoon, we're going to have to watch because this low is trying to nudge into this high. So we might see some high, thin clouds and perhaps some showers overnight on Saturday, but we'll kind of deal with that as we get closer. Temperature trend, nothing too interesting. Windows open, right, in the 70s for the most part, then down on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure on Sunday, so we'll just put watching that storm for now. I would err on the side of showery, and I would love to surprise you with a nice weekend all the way through. But I think some real gems in there. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the beginning of layman's fall, so to speak, comes on Saturday. But meteorological fall, remember, already began.
Yep, it did. Thanks, Keith.